Hey guys, welcome to Twin Flame Truth TV. I'm Elle Hari, Twin Flame Alchemist, writer, teacher, and coach. And today's topic, we are going to be discussing reconciling intentional manifesting using the law of attraction with the Twin Flame journey. And I'm so excited about this topic. Um, I do have to, full disclosure, admit that the idea for this topic came from people asking questions about it on YouTube recently. And so there were so many questions about it, I decided to make it a Twin Flame Truth episode. And so, why I like this topic is it's so apropos right now. It is obviously with the whole coronavirus thing going on around the planet. People are in isolation. People have more time on their hands to try out intentionally manifesting, first of all. And secondly, there's a lot of fear. The whole planet's level of fear-based energy has risen exponentially from this. And you know, it's interesting and yet backwards, but people tend to want to manifest from a place of fear. It's when people realize that things are lacking or missing, or they feel a sense of things not being the way they want them, which is all fear-based thought, is when they actually look to intentionally manifest usually. Um, of course, that's the time when you really shouldn't, and that's not going to work. So we'll get into that. But so this is just a great time to be doing this topic in this video and this episode. Another thing, people from their fear, they may be wanting to manifest good health. They may be wanting to manifest an increase in their finances or a new job, or they may be wanting to manifest some kind of like not feeling lonely a partner or a love interest or something like that. And so this is a really good time to learn how to intentionally manifest correctly. And this applies not just to people on the Twin Flame journey, by the way. This applies to everyone. But I mean, because this is Twin Flame Truth TV and I get people asking me to reconcile it with the Twin Flame journey, that's what I am doing here. However, you can apply this even if you are not on a Twin Flame journey. This all applies, and this will explain to a lot of people, Twin Flame journey or not, why a lot of times, or most of the time, they try to intentionally create things and manifest things and use the law of attraction intentionally, and it does not work. And this is why. Okay, so there's really two issues at play here in terms of reconciling using the law of attraction to intentionally create things and the Twin Flame journey. The first of those is is the issue of limited free will. If you follow me, if you will realize that I always say that your soul is in charge. Your soul is orchestrating everything. You are your soul. You are not your mind. Your mind is not in control. Your mind likes to think it's in control. And in fact, the cause of any type of fear or stress and anxiety you feel in your mind is because your mind is sensing that it's sensing a lack of control in that topic or that subject or that area. And the thing is, any sense of control it does feel is totally a false sense of control. It's never in control. Think about it. Your mind, I mean, it only exists for the whole time of your lifetime, right? It's not eternal. You don't take it with you. It's a part of your physical reality and your physical existence. It is not your soul. Your soul is eternal. Your soul is limitless, boundless, timeless, all omnipresent, all encompassing. That is your soul. So, your soul is way more powerful than your mind. Your soul is forever. And, your soul is orchestrating everything right in conjunction with the universe. Your soul is a direct spark of source energy. Source energy, whatever you want to call it, the universe, source, God, goddess, whatever. It is the ultimate creator. It has created everything that exists in the entire history of everything, the entire cosmos. It's invented the cosmos. It invented everything. It created everything. And so you are a direct spark. Your soul is a direct spark from that energy. So therefore, you are an ultimate creator because you are exactly that same energy of the ultimate creator. And so obviously that's that's the place from, that's the energy, the space from which we all need to create, not through our minds, but through our souls. Now, um, I realize that people think with the whole, like, popular thing with the law of attraction out there is that, the law of attraction is that you think good thoughts, and then, or positive thoughts, which changes your feelings and emotions, which then raise your vibration, and then you can manifest from your vibration by focusing on what you want through your mind. And that is that's kind of like one of the the issues that need to be reconciled, because here's the thing. Remember, you are your soul. Like I just said, your soul is the ultimate creator, not your mind. Your mind can't even conceive of everything that can be created. Your mind has no idea what can be created. Your soul is all that is. So your soul already knows everything that is. Your soul already is everything that is. So it knows it can bring into your physical world. Your mind doesn't even conceive of it all. Your mind can't even dream as big as your soul can bring you. So you know, so your soul, since you are your soul is a vibration. It's energy. Everything is energy. Everything, I mean, your table, your computer, your your hair, everything is energy, right? Your body, your house, the trees, the planet, the animals, everything is energy. Living or not living, it's all energy. It's all matter, it's energy. So it all has a vibration. There's different levels of vibration. And so your soul, being directly from the creator energy, is the highest, strongest, most powerful vibration there is, okay? And that's who you are. Now, your physical body, including your mind, is less strong. It's not as strong at all. So, how the law of attraction is, and the law of attraction is a universal law. It's always working. You don't even, whether you're intentionally using it or think you're intentionally using it or not, it's always working. That's how everything comes into your life. It's the law of attraction. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. So a similar vibration that you are emitting out into the universe, you're going to attract a similar type of vibration back. So remember, you are your soul, and your soul is the strongest vibration that there is next to source energy. Way more strong than your mind or any thought energy you can put out there, and therefore any emotional energy that goes up and down and raising your vibration, lowering your vibration, all that. That doesn't even apply here, because you are your soul, and your soul is the strongest vibration there is, and it does not fluctuate. It's permanent. It's the only thing that's permanent. Your physical body's not permanent. Your mind's not permanent. You leave this physical world at some point. It's temporary. Your soul is eternal. It is all there is, and it's the strongest energy. So that is the frequency that is most likely is the most to be put out into the universe from you. That is the frequency. So, and that is the frequency of all that is and all that you truly desire. So, the problem is, though, that people, while we're in our physical bodies, we are so caught up in our mind and lesser vibrations and frequencies. And these vibrations and frequencies, like people say, they fluctuate. They're not always high vibration. They are low vibration, medium vibration. They're all over the scale, right? And the thing is, it's impossible to maintain a high vibration of those energies, of being in our mind, because our mind by nature is fear-based. Fear-based, first of all, fluctuates. It is not constant, and it is not eternal. And secondly, it's not positive. It's fear. And it's the exact opposite of the energy that is your soul. Your soul is love, and it's anything is possible. It's accepting of everything, because anything is possible. Everything is possible. And so where you have your mind with fear that puts limits and restrictions on what's possible and doesn't even know what's possible, like I said before, then, that's not the place where you want to create from. You want to create from the strongest vibration that you can do it from. And because that's what the law of attraction, is going to be bringing into you. And remember, your soul is always bringing everything into you anyway. So where free will comes in, and remember, like, if you follow me, there's no free will. I mean, there's limited free will, and this is why. Because your soul is who you are, and your soul is the way stronger frequency and vibration than your mind and your thoughts could ever be. And so your soul is already determining all that is, and your soul is bringing in, it knows what you truly desire, it is what you truly desire, so it's magnetizing things and people, situations into your life and your physical world constantly that you truly desire. But it has a parameter for what is set out in this lifetime for you, and what your grand divine plan is for this lifetime, the lessons you need to learn, right? Your soul already knows this before it incarnates, and that's why it incarnates, for you to learn lessons. So within the confines of that, though, you do have a mind, and so you do have thoughts, and they put out little teeny tiny spurts of frequency, of vibration here and there. Nothing bigger or grander than what your soul is putting out. But as long as those bits and pieces and spurts fit within the confines of like what your soul has planned for you for this lifetime, then they can show up in your physical world. And so, that's why, if you have a negative thought and you're attracting things that you deem as negative and that you don't really want into your physical world, well, for some reason they're coming in for a reason, because your soul is enabling them to come in. Why? Because of there's a lesson to be learned there, right? Everything happens for a reason. And there really is no good or bad or positive or negative in the realm of the soul. Everything just happens for a reason. It's your mind that judges it as good or bad, right? But so when your mind, so some people, sometimes when you do intentionally create something that you desire and want in your life, it does show up. And, many people make the mistake of thinking, oh, that's just because I thought that way, And it is, but it's only because it's within the confines of what your soul has planned for you for this lifetime, and it fits into your soul's going to make it fit in the whole grand scheme of the universe of the lessons you're supposed to learn in this lifetime, and what your divine plan is for this lifetime, right? So we have free will to the extent that it fits within our divine plan for this lifetime in accordance with our soul and the universe. So that's the limited free will. And so how we can create with that is just like I'm trying to get to and say, is that if you think things that are within the confines of like what your soul has planned for you and your divine plan for this lifetime, then they can come in, negative or positive, or however you judge them. But here's the thing: if you want everything that you truly desire, you don't need to do the work of worrying about what your thoughts are doing and saying, and raising your vibration and all of that. And this kind of goes to the second issue here, which I remember I said there were two issues of it. So the first one is limited free will, and like I just discussed, we have free will, and you can intentionally create from your mind to an extent, as long as it's fits within the grand plan of the universe. And your soul in conjunction with the universe. So, but then the second issue here is that, obviously, if you watch me and you see my teachings, you know that we need to be present, especially on the twin flame journey. It's all about being out of our minds and being present, and not focusing on the past, not focusing on the future. We want to just be able to be present and know that everything happens for a reason, and be still and be in alignment, shift as close alignment with our soul as possible. Well, and then where people get tripped up though with intentionally manifesting is like, well, if I'm trying to intentionally create or manifest something into my life, that isn't that looking towards the future. Like I want this, to be in my future. And that's totally understandable. And I get that. And so here's the whole answer to all of this actually is what you need to do. So the answer is to shift permanently closer into alignment with your soul. Once you do that, and every shift is permanent, and you're not going to get totally into alignment with your soul until you reach ascension. That's perfect. That's not even necessary. But when you shift closer into alignment with your soul, which remember is a direct spark of source energy, it is the ultimate creator energy that there ever could be. It's the most powerful energy ever could be, and it's the ultimate creator. And your soul already knows what you truly desire. Your soul already is what you truly desire. And your soul is allowing everything into your life anyway, already. So when we get into that space of just being still and in our soul feelings, and it's a space out of our head, We're out of our mind. We're not all caught up in worry and fear and oh my God, I need to get money quick, or I need to you know I'm so lonely. I mean, like, what am I going to do? I can't be by myself, or, whatever thoughts are going through, whatever we would like to see show up in our physical world. If we're worried about it, if we're concerned about it, if we're so like focused on it, that we can't even find real, true peace about it or in our life at all, unless we get it because it's so in our head and we're so focused on it, that's being in our mind and that's being fear based. And then if we try to intentionally create or manifest things from that space with that energy, that's just not being in alignment with our soul. Our soul is calm, peace, contentment. Our soul is trust and belief in the fact that everything happens for a reason, that it's all perfect. No matter what our mind may judge it as, everything is happening for a reason and everything is perfect. There is a reason for it. For example, this coronavirus thing. Yes, there's some terrible things about it, but it's happening for a reason. And if you really look closely, you can see, or if you read some of the uplifting or positive stories out there, or see news stories that are somewhat positive, you can find them. There are some amazing things happening for the planet with this. For example, I saw an article where people in Wuhan, China, it's finally quiet and silent. They can hear the birds chirping for once. The pollution from all the factories has stopped, and they're able to look up and see the stars. And they've never been able to really see the stars before because all the clouds of pollution. The canals of Venice in Italy are clear, and dolphins are swimming in them again. So for the planet, there is some positive going on here. And so, but if we're focusing only on the negative and like what's happening, to us personally and stuff, this is bigger than us. And so, but when you're only focused on the negative, then if you try to create and intentionally bring in things that you desire from that negative space of fear, then, you're not going to be able to create anything positive into your life. You're still going to attract more negative, fear-based energy into your life. Does that make sense? Because the law of attraction is always working, and the law of attraction is going to be attracting in the energy frequencies that you're putting out. The more closer into alignment you are with your soul, and the more you can remain there in your calm, in your presence, in your contentment and peace, then in your belief, actually, in trust and knowing and appreciation that everything is perfect and everything is happening for a reason. When you can truly be in that space, and then you can focus on and intend and intentionally create that, hey, when I'm in this space, I intend to have some more money come in, or I intend to, not feel so lonely, or I intend to, get a new job. Whatever it is that you want, right? But when you're in the space of already feeling full, already feeling complete and whole, and that you are at peace, and that you are present, and everything is already perfect and exactly the way it's meant to be. And in order to truly, really resonate with that and be in that energetic space, you must trust and believe in your soul. That's trusting and believing in yourself, trusting and believing in your soul. You must believe, you must. This is the most important thing of anything, twin flame journey or not. Trust and believe that that you are your soul. That 2, your soul is directly from source energy and the creator, all powerful. That 3, your soul is orchestrating everything in your life because it is, and it always has been, and it always will, and every lifetime. And 4, that your soul is sorry, I lost my train of thought, I lost my channel. Oh, that your soul, sorry, that your soul is doing everything for a reason, and that your soul has your back. Your soul doesn't fuck up. Your soul is like perfect. Your soul is miraculous. You are miraculous. You are your soul. And if you just trust and believe in that, trust and believe that your soul is doing everything and your soul doesn't fuck up, and your soul is doing everything in conjunction with the universe, with the whole universe as a whole, and with every universal law, including the law of attraction. If you just can convince yourself to trust and believe in that and shift into that belief, no matter what, that's where the faith needs to go. That's where your faith and belief needs to go. Not in outside things, not in outside, I don't know, gods, goddesses, whatever. your faith and belief just needs to go within and just know that you are your soul and your soul is orchestrating everything in your life and it's perfect and everything is happening for a reason. And then when you do that, you can let go. You can let go of the fear and worry that, everything's going to shit, or that, you're lonely, or you're never going to meet anyone, or you're going to be alone forever, all this other stuff. You let go of that, and all of a sudden none of that stuff matters. And that's when you know you've reached that state of peace, of calm, of love, of appreciation for everything that there is, of the presence that you are. And then that is your power. That is your power, where you can create and then manifest anything that comes in. But then you manifest it. And if it doesn't show up immediately, which it most likely won't, because there's always a delay from the spiritual realm to the physical realm to show up. And how long that delay is, I mean, who knows? That's divine perfect timing. Nobody can guess what that is. Your soul knows, but your mind can't guess what that is, because actually there is no such thing as chronological time in the realm of the soul. So to the soul, I mean, a moment or a minute is the same amount of time as a lifetime, right? It's just whatever. But as long as you keep that state, even when you intend and you don't see it show up, but keep that state and just keep believing and trusting in your soul that it's going to bring in exactly what you desire, because it knows exactly what you desire, and you already have and are everything that you desire. You are complete abundance. You are total love. You are, I mean, total happiness and peace and completeness and calm. And, you are fearless. There is no fear in your soul. That's who you are. You are not your mind, which is all fear and worry and anxiety and sadness and anger and depression and all of that. But that's not who you are. Trust and believe in your soul, who you are, and everything will start showing up that you truly desire into your physical world. And I do want to say one other thing here real quick. Many people might not want to hear this, but like I said, your soul knows what you truly desire. Many times what they think they desire and what they think they want is, especially if they're not yet in alignment with their soul, that closely shifted into alignment with their soul, and they're all in their heads and their fear-based energy. What they think they want is not what they truly want. And remember, the soul knows what you truly want, and that's what's going to magnetize in. And it's usually not going to do it in the way or fashion that you dictate or think that it should go, because again, that's your mind thinking things. Your soul's going to bring it in anyway, and your soul is miraculous, so it can bring anything is possible. Remember, anything that you want, that you truly desire, can come in any way, because anything is possible. So when you shift into the presence of you, into the calm and the peace and the trust and the appreciation and the abundance of you, and that, like I said, cause you to let go from your mind of the worry, the fear, it has to happen this way, it has to happen in this amount of time, I need this now. Don't, just let it go. Trust that everything's coming in the divine perfect timing. As long as you trust and believe in that, it's going to do it. And so if your true desires are in alignment, if you're in line with your soul, your true desires are going to come in. And again, they might not be exactly what you think you want or what you think you desire, because many times that's from the mind and from fear-based energy, what you think you desire, because it's coming from your mind looking at something as a lack of what you need, and from a point and a space and a perspective of, not even knowing what you could possibly want. Because believe me, what you truly desire is above and beyond anything that what you think in your mind that you want. And you will receive it, and you deserve it, and you already actually have it. You just have to shift into your own soul and trust and believe in it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Twin Flame Truth TV. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Stay well. Lots of love.